welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st?
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
The RPO, it's complete.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Shakes off the defender. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He slings it deep to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
To the air, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Oh, he's got some space. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game. You're wondering who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Runs through the tackle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wide open downfield. At the 35, he's open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Dogs are in the hurry-up.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do you do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and set it.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Got room to work. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And it's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Just a little off. Incomplete. You want to talk about controlling a game? This Clemson defense hasn't even allowed 150 yards.
That's insane. I mean, that is video game type numbers. That's crazy. You can't find that kind of numbers anywhere. This day and age, so much offensive firepower and speed all over the field, and this defense said, I will have none of that, and shut everything down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And some guys